the spirit of academic collaboration and advancement, I extend a warm welcome to the Vice Chancellors, principals, and respected representatives from our esteemed member institution of CHIRD to this enriching session 2 on blended learning models. It is indeed a privilege to have a distinguished speaker among us in this evening, Mr. Arjun Prakash, Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce at St. Aloysius, deemed to be University, Mangaluru. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our esteemed speaker for this evening, Mr. Arjun Prakash, whose contributions span academia, community service, and research. Having served as a course coordinator for BCom professional and as a designer of syllabus for various programs, he epitomizes an unwavering dedication to advancing education. He actively engages in committees such as NAC report uploading committee and the Board of Examination, alongside pursuing research in socio-economic studies, career development, and AI integration. His scholarly endeavor have resulted in notable publications, patents, and presentation at prestigious conferences. Beyond his academic roles, his commitment to excellence extend to his affiliation as NSS trained program officer, Youth Red Cross program officer, and zonal retract representative for the Karavalli zone. In recognition of his dedication to societal welfare, Mr. Prakash has been honored by the Indian Red Cross Society for his outstanding contribution to blood donation. Please join with me in extending a warm welcome to Arjun Prakash as he shares his insights with us to this evening. Without further ado, I kindly request Mr. Arjun Prakash to grace us with his presence and enlightening us with his expertise on blended learning models. Sir, the stage is now for you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So a very good evening to all the distinguished guests here. Thank you, Dr. C. Nagadipa, Madam, and this particular platform for giving me an opportunity to share my expertise and knowledge on blended learning. So all of us today are in the urge of blended learning new things. So let us understand first what is blended learning. So we all know that we are after the COVID-19, we are learning in a hybrid learning, which is a mode of modification, teaching and learning method employed in a modern classroom. So this is a blend of a traditional and online teaching, which bring out the best in the students. So it encourages participation of the students in learning. Whether it is a flipped classroom or a project-based classroom or any other type of blended learning, what we use in our regular classroom, which we will be discussing in the coming slides to come. So on any other type of blended. So moreover, this methods makes it easy to achieve the following things: to get flexibility, to personalized learning, increasing engagement, improved accessibility, cost effectiveness, scalability, and integration. So what is flexibility now? So here, the blended learning offers flexibility in terms of the time and the pace of location of learning to the students. So students can learn from wherever they are. The teacher generates the course material and participate in activities online, allowing them to learn on their time whenever the students are required to learn on their scheduled time at their own pace. So blended learning also helps the students to get personalized learning experience, because to learn online tools can be used as the tailored instructions as per the requirements of the individual needs of the students, providing additional support to the students, increased engagements. So learning can increase the student engagement by incorporating blended learning, multimedia and interactive activities, improved accessibilities to the students, improving in education through technology and integration, which is a crucial ensuring that all students, regardless of their abilities or for learning styles, have equal opportunities to learn and succeed. So quoting this, Albert Einstein once said, the ability of a fish, if at all it is measured on the base of climbing a tree, the fish thinks that it is not successful. And also cost effectiveness of using the technology today. So technology, some softwares or applications are free of cost, which will be very useful for us. By utilizing online resources, institution can reduce the expenses associated with the traditional classroom instructions, such as the facility of maintenance and travel costs. Additionally, digitalized materials can be reused and updated more easily than the printed materials. Scalability, so which can be scaled to accommodate diverse educational settings from traditional classroom, online classrooms, and hybrid. This scalability includes suitability for different educational levels from PUC, higher education through corporate levels, which can facilitate broader access to quality education and to get new things in today's education. So yesterday we have seen the class on integration of technology, so which encompasses various AI tools, various ways in which digital tool can be brought into academia, enhanced collaboration, so blended learning. So blended learning, which helps the students and instructs online discussions, forums to give the projects, virtual teamwork activities, foster communication, and great teamwork in the digital environment. So mastering and learning. So today, whenever a teacher is conducting a post, what the teacher is mastery over the subject. So blended learning prepares students for the digital age by providing them with opportunities to digital literacy, skills, and experience with online tools and resources. So wherein it teaches students how to navigate and utilize digital resources, preparing them for success in an increasingly technology-driven world. These skills such as information literacy and digital citizenship are essential for lifelong learning and career readiness. So whenever we have all those key points to learn, we also have some hurdles or challenges when we come into it. Technical hurdles. So ensuring seamless integration of technology, reliability of internet is the major issue. So access user-friendly interface such as post-technical challenges in implementing the blended learning. So instructional design, which effective learning experience that blame online and in-person elements required. Specialized instruction design and expertise and careful planning. Learner engagements. So learner engagement, maintaining learner engagement and motivating in a blended environment can be more complex, requiring innovative every day and ongoing feedbacks. So what are the advantages and disadvantages what we come across in our day-to-day life in blended learning? So blended learning is more flexible. Okay, so a teacher can be very flexible in designing the curriculum, designing the question paper, designing the quiz, enhance engagement, differentiation. Students, the teacher will be able to differentiate between the performance of the students. So professional development, keep updating every now and the resources are readily available in the market. Technological impacts is a challenge. It is very time consuming for a teacher to prepare for these activities. And in today's curriculum, workload is the major head. And assessment and evaluation and student engagement. These are the advantages and disadvantage what we come across in a blended learning. So blended learning models and approaches. How does the blended learning model approach? So blended learning combines traditional in-person instructions with online and digital elements. This allows for a more personalized and flexible learning experience, catering to diverse student needs and preferences. So common blended learning includes flipped classroom, station rotation, and flex model. These approaches leveraged and the technology to enable self-employment, self-learning, and collaborative activities and teacher-led instructions. How do we integrate technology in blended learning? So effective integration of technology is crucial for blended learning. Includes to choose a right platform in a digitalized classrooms and resources to enhance the learning experience. And leveraging technology can enable interactive content. So you can create an interactive content. So, and also the technology is blended in essential classes for creative classrooms. So there are various systems. So every institutions today follows LMS. So LMS platforms like Moodle, Canvas, or Blackboard to organize or create a course material, deliver content and facilitate discussions and track the student progress, provide access to resources such as readings, videos, quizzes, and assignments in a centralized online location. Interactive content creation. The teachers can also create an interactive presentations, videos, and simulations using, there are certain applications for getting the Prezi, wherein yesterday sir said about it, Adobe Spark and Nearpod to enhance engagement and comprehension. So incorporate multimedia elements such as giving a creative images, audio clips, and animation to cater to different learning styles. And also today here we are interacting to each other through virtual conferencing and webinars. So discussions using Zoom platforms, Microsoft Teams, or Google Meet to foster the real-time interactions and collaborations is very easy today using blended learning. Invite guest speakers, subject matter expert to deliver lectures or question and answers. Online collaboration tools using Microsoft Teams, Slack to facilitate group projects. You can also use Google Workspace to have discussions and peer review. So encourage students to work together on shared documents, presentation, and projects. So also to adaptive learning. So interactive adapting learning platform like Khan Academy, Dreambox, and McGraw Hill connect to provide personalized instructions and feedback based on individual student needs and progress. So Khan Academy, adaptive learning softwares like Khan Academy will give an individual students what they require, what the students need on the input of the students. So use data analytics to track student performance and identify areas for intervention or additional support. Gamification and game-based learning. So which also creates elements such as points, badges, leaderboards, and rewards to motivate students and increase engagements. So explore educational games and stimulus that allow students to apply concepts in a fun and interactive way. Today, most of the LMSs are also integrated with gamifications. Mobile learning apps. Today, mobile is very user-friendly. So activities that enable students to learn anytime, anywhere using smartphone or tablets. So also the institutions to think of developing mobile learning application to utilize existing educational applications to deliver content, quizzes, flashcard, and other learning materials. So flipped classroom. So what is this flipped classroom? So flipped classroom is with the speeding of technology and advancement, education could no longer have stayed unaffected. We all have come across the wave of digitalization, which had taken over the administration of schools and universities long back. Now, technology had made its way to teaching and learning methodologies to flipped classroom model. So this is one such emerging technology which engages academic learning with the technologies which blends around it. A flipped classroom, which enables the students to engage in one-on-one discussions based on the different concepts taught. Instead of being a one-way inflow of information by the teacher, the students learn the concepts on their own by research and discussions. Over a short period of time since its first application in a classroom setting, the Novum methodology have acquired its place in the most effective teaching practices. So as goes the saying, education is never a one-way process. Unless the learner is made to relate to information they are loaded with, one cannot produce thinking individuals. In the light of making learning a more interactive experience for the learners, a relative modern approach to education is now become the education of the ecosystem. This method entails the use of electronic and online tools in conjunction and traditional classroom learning as a part of imparting knowledge is called a blended learning. There are many successful teacher practices that we follow here. The flipped
Sir,
classroom.
sorry to disturb you. The slides are not moving, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we are talking about the flipped classroom, so which upturns the traditional classroom methodology where the teacher simply imparts information related to the topic being taught, while the students just follow his or her moderation with a very little scope of interaction beyond the boundaries. Simply put, in a flipped classroom setting, the teacher and students engage the discussing. Use the technology, pre-recorded lectures or tutorials, allowing more in the class time for discussions, hands-on activities, which encourages the students to watch videos, read articles, or complete online modules before coming to classes. The use of face-to-face or for deeper exploration of the applications. So how also measuring and evaluation of the outcomes. So evaluating blended learning outcomes required a multifaceted approach, considers both the traditional assessments methods and metric specific online and offline based learning environments. So here are the components. So metric and key performance indicators to measure the effectiveness of your blended learning program, such as completion rates, learning engagements, and knowledge retention. Data-driven insights, use data analytics to track learner progress, identify the areas of improvement, and gain valuable insights to optimize your blended learning strategies. Also get the feedback from the students, from learners who understand their experience, what are their preferences, and what are the pain points, and use this information to enhance blended learning programs. So continuous improvements, regular review and evaluate the blended learning program to identify areas of improvement and ensure it continues to meet the needs of your learners and organizations. Today, we also talk about the advantages of what are the advantages of integrating the blended learning. So flexibility and accessibility. So technologies allows for greater flexibility in learning, enables students to access course materials, resources, and also today AIs, activity at any time from any location with an internet, enhancing engagement and interactions, such as videos, simulars, and interactive presentations, which can captive students' attention to stimulate their interest in the subject matter. Personalize the learnings. So technology enables adaptive learning platforms and personalize the learning pathways tailored to individual student needs, preference, and learning. Access to rich learning resources. Teachers as well as students get an access to digital resources and online tools, including ebooks, multimedia presentations, interactive simulations, and educational applications to enrich their learning experience. So promotion from digital literacy and 21st century skills. By using in the blended learning, students develop essential digital skills such as information literacy, media literacy, and digital communications. Efficiency and time savings. So technology streamlines administrative tasks such as grading, attendance, tracking of each and every student's course management, saving educators time and allowing them to focus more on instructional planning and interaction with the students. So here, integration of technology in blended learning not only diminishes the reliance of traditional classrooms, but also liberates valuable class times for interactive activities, hands-on learning experience, and deeper discussions, thereby empowering us to craft dynamic, engaging, and personalized learning environment that cater to the diverse needs of learners and equip them for the success in ever-evolving digital landscape. So here are the future of blended learning. So adaptive learning, AI-powered personalization for each and every student. Henceforth, we teachers can provide every student with a different materials, virtualized classroom, immerse online experiences that mirrors in a person, micro-credentials, bite-sized skill-based certifications could be given to students. As technology continues to evolve, the future of blended learning will be defined by adaptive AI-powered experiences that cater to individual student needs. Virtual classrooms that replicates the in-person experience and micro-credentials that allows learner to quickly upskills. These innovations will make blended learning more personalized, engaging, and effective than ever before. So today, teachers have a very difficult time when conducting the examinations. So what if the students are using the Google to search the answers? The educators can adopt the protractors and add in classrooms or in the Google Chrome so that any tab opened by the students can be detected. So here is one LMS which I'm going to show you, which is very user friendly. So this application is a Nearpod application wherein LMS is available, gamification is available. And I hope you are all aware of Kahoot and the other applications, Google Classrooms and such. Is my screen visible, madam?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Visible, sir.
Is the Nearpod application visible? One second, just a minute.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Only that all the Nearpod, Quizzy.
No?
Now it is visible, sir.
Yes. So this is one Nearpod free of cost, which is available free. So here it is very easy for the teachers to create content. So you can create a video, you can create. Also, you can also have a demo. Here you can see the teacher device and the student device. So what the students are doing, how many students are logging into the portal, how many students are actively taking part in the classrooms. So you can very clearly identify these things. And at the end of the sessions, you also can, the students and the teachers will also be awarded with a certificate. So here, this is how teachers can see, our students can see. This is one of the demo slides by Nearpod. So here, so lesson objectives. So by the end of this lesson, you will be identify the planets of the solar systems. So if at all you're willing, you can also log in with a code there, EFWT6. You can enter the code in the mobile phones or the Google with the nearpod code. So if at all you enter the nearpod code, your names will be presenting here. So teachers will be able to see that how many students are there in the particular classrooms and what are their answers. There are certain students who never responds to the teachers. So here you can see students can write. So what is solar system? So you can write a solar system is about something, you can write it. So, and then once the students gives it, and then the students give submit button. So automatically the answer, the students can type anything. So automatically the answer will be available to the students, sorry, to the teacher in the teacher device. So, and then you can also share, and there is activity. These kind of activities are very eye-catchy activities. So timing to pair. So here there are instructions given. So the instructions are use the pictures to match it with words that define. So what is Mercury? What is the Sun? What is Saturn and Pluto? You can join that, and so you can get in. There is the teachers can give a time to it, time limit. So if at all I say that Sun is a star, so it gives. So how quickly you can answer. So then you can also give something like label the planets. In this particular diagram, you need to label. So what is different kinds of planets? So what are the key points which you remember? And at the end, what is their points or what are their marks? So this is very easy and handy for the teachers to learn about the nearpod applications. And at the end, the teacher as well as the students will get a card, that is a badge, nearpod badge, and also you can easily get a report of the students on what they have done in the particular classroom, how many have answered. You can also get different data and you can give it. So what are how many slides you have done, how many sessions you have done. So about the school, about different subjects, if at all you're having about accountancy and different papers. So it is very easy gamification application to attract and keep the students lively in the classrooms. And you have also applications such as quizzes. Canva was said yesterday, Prezi applications, and also Kahoot. So these are the different applications. There is also an application which is called as Teachy applications, which is an AI-based applications for the creating an LMS. Also the content for the teachers, on their desired papers, desired papers. So Teachy application. So this is the Teachy applications. So wherein teachers can search for topics, whichever they are doing a class in. Okay, and also can create a materials to keep the classroom interactive, and also can create a smart data, all the data whichever is required for a particular classrooms. And you might all have aware of classrooms and Kahoot applications. So these are how you can keep the blended learning very interactive sessions. So we have understood what is blended learning, how flexibility we can deliver the classrooms, and a personalized experience. It consumes more time, but since it is really effective with the advent of technology, this teaching practice can be practically applied to teach certain group of students in the university level. So the question isn't it can be done. The question is, yes, we can do it. The general concept of this blended learning in the education community is that under the right conditions, the blended learning is one of the most ideal methods to dive deeper into the course curriculum and teach the students more effectively, removing lessons, the delivery from list of things done in the classrooms, frees up precious time it is the best to use the time judiciously, further understand the topic, collaborate with the students, and also employ activities that promote long-term relations and develop the problem-solving capacity of the students. So the new tool for learning is project-based learning. So which the new methodology with increasing innovation in the field of education today. So which becomes an implicit feature of teaching learning systems. So mapping the future of learning for the key aspects, massive change in the world is undergoing due to the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth most industrial revolution, mechanized production by the using water and steam. And the second introduction to the mass, the students can also create the innovations using this blended learning. So the face of education is altering henceforth. So it is no more a traditional classroom. We'll all have to adopt the new technologies. So which gives a traditional methods to newer approaches. So never forget the traditional methods. So where teacher is no longer just an instructor, but also a coach and mentor who participates in the learning process with the students rather than just leading it. The use of blended learning will become commonplace for all of us to learn, collaborate in the classes. We are all student oriented today, which will be able to personalize and equitable academic skills, upgrade the academic skills. So flexible, and you can do work in multidisciplinary levels. So with this, I conclude the classes about the blended learning. So wherein you can have a face-to-face interaction, integration of technology, flexibility, and personalization on online learning. I would rather keep the session more open to have interactive sessions. If at all you have to ask more things and more queries on blended learning, you're open for queries.
ಈ ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ EMI ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 50-50 ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಗೊಂಡು
Dear teachers, dear participants, anybody like to ask some question? Okay. If you have any question, you can put it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and ask. Swati ma'am, you have any doubt?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay. Hope I think everybody understood very clearly. So can we end the session? Can we go for the next? Okay. Thank you, sir, for your enriching session. We express our sincere appreciation to Mr. Arjun Prakash for his exceptional session on blended learning models, which has left an indelible mark on our understanding and practice in education. His insightful discourse, coupled with expertise, illuminated new avenues and perspectives, fostering a deeper appreciation for innovative teaching methodologies. Thank you, sir. I extend heartfelt gratitude to Vice Chancellor, principals of our member institution for their unwavering support and commitment to academic excellence. I also wish to acknowledge the diligent efforts of our chief conveners and organizing committee members whose dedication has ensured the smooth execution of this FDP. Lastly, but not least, I extend my sincere appreciation to all the participants for their active engagement and valuable contribution to today's session. With that, I bid you all a pleasant evening and look forward to reconvening tomorrow for another day of scholarly discussion. Thank you all. Once again, thank you everybody. I
Thank you,
remind.
ma'am. Yeah,
Thank you,
you.
sir.